This core practical is how can you use apparatus to determine the specific heat capacity of a material. So if you understand the apparatus, it makes the whole experiment so much easier. So you've got your metal block. It usually looks like this, and it has a hole inside it so that the immersion heater can enter. So you put the immersion heater inside there. So let's have a look. Let's take an immersion heater. It goes inside there. And if we were showing it inside, it would be inside. And that immersion heater is then attached to a joulemeter, which is attached to a power pack. And then there's another hole that has the thermometer inside. So you can measure the temperature change as well. Now, and this is the material for which you're trying to find out the specific heat capacity. Now, how do you work out specific heat capacity? We do change in energy. Now, how do you find out the change in energy? Using the joulemeter. That will give us the energy change. We're dividing that by the mass, usually a kilogram copper block, but you can weigh that on a mass pan balance and know what the mass is. And we change it by the measure time multiplied by the change temperature, because we know the starting temperature, and when the experiment finishes after a certain number of minutes, you can then check the final temperature, take them away. So you measure the mass of the material by using a mass pan balance. Okay, that's straightforward. The thing is here, if we know the formula, which will be provided to you, you just have to explain how you're going to get each part of the formula so you can work out specific heat capacity. Then you add the heater, the immersion heater, to the block and connect this to a power pack and connect that to a joulemeter. Add a thermometer and record the start temperature. Then you turn the power pack on. After 10 minutes, turn the power pack off. Record the change in the joulemeter, how much energy has been transferred. Measure the change in temperature and then use this equation. So specific heat capacity equals a change in energy, which we got from the joulemeter, divided by the mass, which we got with our mass pan balance, times the change in temperature. And how do we get change in temperature? We use our thermometer. So we now have everything to work out specific heat capacity. So this just summarizes what we just said. How do you find the temperature change? Use a thermometer to record the start and end temperature of the block and just subtract the numbers from each other. How do you find the mass? Use a mass pan balance. How do you find the energy supplied? You measure the energy supplied using a joulemeter. And then how do you work out specific heat capacity? You use this formula. So you rearrange the formula that's given here so that the C, which is a specific heat capacity, is the subject. Okay, why might you not find the exact specific heat capacity of a material using this equipment? Because this will mean the specific heat capacity calculated. So look, to reduce the heat loss in the block, you can wrap it in insulating layer. Some of the heat energy will be lost to the outside. So some energy will be transferred to the surroundings and won't heat the block. So that energy is lost. The temperature will not rise as high as it should for the energy transferred. So if you wrap this up with an insulating layer, more energy will go towards heating up the thermometer. So this means that the specific heat capacity that you've got will be lower than it should be. But if you wrap it in an insulator, then your answer will be more accurate. Don't just wing it.